Hello everyone, my name is Utkarsh, and in this video I'm going to show you that how you can contribute to Keptn with Github Codespaces. So whether it is a software contribution or a documentation contribution, you can contribute right from your browser with Github Codespaces. So let's get started. So this is Keptn project on GitHub, and Lifecycle Toolkit is the main repository of the Keptn project. So first of all, fork the repository and go to the fork repository in your account. Click on this green code button and flick to Codespaces. Now click on create Codespaces. So within a couple of seconds, this will spin up a Codespace and will give you a VS Code ID right in your browser. So in the meantime, let's see what all tools we need to deploy Keptn development version. So we need all these tools to deploy the Keptn development version, like Docker, kubectl, kustomize, and help. And we get a bunch of pre-installed tools in GitHub Codespaces. So we get Docker, we also get kubectl, and we also get minikube. So now to create a Kubernetes cluster, just run this command minikube start, and this will create a one node Kubernetes cluster right in your GitHub Codespaces. In the meantime, let's do our Docker login. So login succeeded, and now we also need one more tool, which is Kustomize. So Kustomize is a Kubernetes configuration transformation tool which enable you to customize untemplated YAML file without changing the original files. So first of all, change your directory to workspace and paste this command. So this will download the precompiled binaries of Kustomize and paste this command to give all the necessary permissions and to set the path. Now go to Lifecycle Toolkit repository and do customized version. So as you can see, we have successfully installed Kustomize. So as you can see, our minikube is also up and running. Now to build and deploy the development version of Keptn, just run this command make build deploy dev environment. Release registry. So this is an argument to identify your container registry. And this is going to take some time, and this will build and deploy the Keptn development version. So I have already executed this command in my another code space. So I will just stop this. And when that command gets successfully executed, you will get to see some output like this. So as you can see, we got all the four major Keptn components running. the certificate operator, lifecycle operator, matrix operator, and scheduler. And if you do kubectl git namespaces, you can see the Keptn system namespace. So now let's imagine you have made your code contributions and you want to check that whether or not you have broken something. So for that we have some test at Keptn. So first of all, we have unit test which you can run right from your IDE, and also you can run make unit test from the root repository of the component. And the another test is integration test, so you can run this command make integration test local from the lifecycle toolkit repository. And previously Keptn used to use Cuttle for that, now it uses chainsaw. Now for component test we have this command make component test, and suppose you have made changes in the lifecycle operator, so you only have to build that particular component, you don't have to build all the four components, and run this command from the lifecycle operator directory. And same for E2E test, you have to run this command from that particular components directory. Now moving to documentation contribution. Suppose you want to make some documentation contribution. For example, I want to make some changes in this page. So first of all, I will copy this name of the file and I will search for it. To search, go to here and paste this. So I got my file and I will make my changes. So suppose I made some change here. Now to build the documentation locally, run this command. So this will build the documentation and preview it right in your browser, so you can see your made changes right in your browser. So as you can see, our application is running on port 8000. So let's give it some more time to run. You can go to your local host 8000. And I can see my changes, like I made change in this file. So I can see my changes right over here. Now to stop the server, just press Ctrl C. And to make sure that the changes you have made in the markdown file is made with all the rules, just run make markdown lint. So if you had some error in the markdown file, this will point out the errors. Or if you don't have any kind of error, so this will show you that you have zero errors. So as you can see, I got 0 errors. And to auto fix all the markdown errors and the syntax error and lint errors in markdown file, just run make markdown lint fix. So this will automatically fix all the errors. Now that you are confident about your changes and you are ready to raise a pull request, so to do that, you can go to source control and add your change file to the staging area. And before committing, always make sure to sign off your commits before because Keptn and CF requires your commits to be signed off. To do that, click on these three dots and go to commit and click on commit stage signed off. To do this with command line, you can do something like this: git commit -s for signing off your commit and -m to add a message. And you can add a conventional commit message, something like this: docs colon and some message. So in my change I will add this message like modified reference from GitHub repo to Docker Hub, and I'll press enter. So if I do git log, you can see my commit is signed off, and now you are ready to create your pull request. So at last, although GitHub Codespaces give you a generous free tier each month, but always make sure to delete your Codespaces. So to do that, go to your account and go to Codespaces and click on these three dots and make sure to delete your Codespaces so that you don't get charged. And this is all about it. This is how you can contribute to Keptn with GitHub Codespaces. And thanks for watching.